Today I am at Aberthaw Nature Reserve. It's kind of on the coast between Llantwit Major and near Rhys Barry. I've never been here before. Apparently it's kind of ecologically impressive and important because there's an old power station here and it's kind of like nature reclaiming the land a bit, kind of similar to Newport wetlands. So I'm quite excited. Nice day for it. I think this must be one of the old power stations.
These are the remains of Aberthaw Lime Works, which opened back on the 22nd of December 1888. It was built by the Aberthaw Pebble Limestone Company to take advantage of the huge amount of limestone pebbles in the area, which before this were either shipped out by boat or hauled inland. Before this site was built, lime production around here was more of a small local cottage industry, but this place brought it to a whole new scale. There are two huge vertical pot-drawn kilns still standing. Each one could hold up to 300 tonnes and produce around 40 tonnes of burnt lime every day. Next to the main structure are two smaller pot kilns, which were added later. Even though they are not in use anymore, they are still in pretty good shape. All of this stopped running in 1926. Originally, the lime works was connected to a tramway that came from the direction of Rhys. The tramway ran past the winch house, which isn't there anymore, and carried carts full of limestone pebbles up to the top of the kilns. But what's really cool is that this area isn't just about the lime works. The whole of Aberthaw Nature Reserve sits on land that's been important to people for thousands of years. There's evidence here of prehistoric settlements and even Roman activity. In fact, during pipeline work in the 1950s, they found Roman pottery, tiles and coins. They even uncovered Roman building foundations over in East Aberthaw. Moving into the medieval period, this place was home to a small village. There's still signs of a shrunken hamlet over in West Aberthaw. The natural harbour here made Aberthaw a key trading port back in the 1500s, especially for things like grain and livestock. Back in its heyday, Aberthaw was actually a pretty busy port. Ships used to sail in from places like France, Spain, and even the West Indies. It was especially well known for importing tobacco from St. Kitts. There were warehouses down by the harbour and even in the village to store all the goods coming in. But by the mid-1800s, trade started to die down as the River Thaw began silting up, making it harder for boats to get in. Fast forward to the industrial period, and Aberthaw became known for its top quality lime, the kind you could even use to make cement that sets underwater. That's when the lime and cement industries really took off, starting with the lime works in 1888. By the 1920s, Aberthaw was a full-blown cement production hub. Then, in the 1950s, the site of a former golf course nearby was chosen for the Aberthaw power station. They even had to divert the River Thaw to build it.
It's very peaceful here. I'm just sitting here having a snack. I love sand dunes with the grass on. That looks so cool. I've heard some oyster catchers and I heard a reed warbler or sedge warbler just then. I'm not very good at warbler ID on songs. And you can see Flatholme over there. That one right there.
Today, Aberthaw Nature Reserve is managed by the Wildlife Trust for Wales. and it's known for its high biodiversity due to the diverse habitats and environments created by the power station. The Wildlife Trust for Wales have helped to record over 1,000 different species here, 62 of which are of principal concern to the conservation of biodiversity in Wales. Regular wildlife visitors to this area include bass and smoothhound sharks, oyster catchers and turnstones. The service tree has also been recorded here, as well as rare liverwort species. As well as that, water voles have been recorded here, a native species that help control the growth of aquatic plants, which in turn cultivate biodiversity. Sadly, by the early 2000s, their populations had decreased significantly due to factors such as invasive mink and loss of habitat, so it is great to know that they are here. I love stories like this, where nature reclaims an area that was once dominated by man. Not only has it reclaimed this area, but it is thriving. A true success story.